about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway in Southern California.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out. Yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Throwing first play is Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. Finding space at the 40.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Flush to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Herbert now. Caught left side, Williams.
He's got the first down and more. Still on his feet.
And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Eckler.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Eckler again.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Austin Eckler. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10.
Right at the 30.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. Room here to run. Mostert hit and he drops the ball.
And picked up by the Chargers. We figured they'd come out with intensity and aggressiveness on the defensive side of the ball, and they have an early turnover to show for it.
They lived up to their reputation. That's who they are. They want to attack on every play, even though they're playing defense. And you're exactly right. Force the early turnover, and now they'll try to attack again and again throughout the game.
Now Herbert following the turnover. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 35.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off Byron
Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that goes to the goal line. If you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid him, picking up a 1st down.
2 now on 1st down. Out to his left. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Normally, you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And he goes down at the 26, a pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down.
It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
To try again after the sack.
Tua, and they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
So tug on the face mask, and that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And sometimes it'll go unnoticed, but that one, pretty obvious for everyone to see.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score.
Raheem Mostert
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2. The 2 are going to try and throw for it.
And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a... That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, They like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense, pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Herbert.
The 29-yard line.
Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings out 3rd and 1.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
By Bradley Chubb. A loss of 10 yards. Brings up 4th down.
They snap it to Herbert. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Now a give to Mostert running right.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
From the 24, Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with a little gain.
And a great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now Tua. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Tua on 4th down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack on 1st down, Tua. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The offense schemed, going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action. It's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
It doesn't even get there. Well short, and the deficit will stay at 2 field goals. The Charger drive about to get going.
1 second, all that remains.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. Going deep here for Allen.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception.
Picked off Byron Jones.
And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this 1st half.
1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw pretty entertaining 1st half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
That's going to be caught. It's Palmer.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 26-yard line.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. This is swung out to Eckler. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen from 21 yards away.
And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you
to a hit, and the ball is out.
And picked up by the Chargers. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved, and that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now it's Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
On 2nd and 10.
Tua, and the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing to trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it.
Got a man. It's Waddle complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
First down, Miami.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Being chased out left. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Christian Wilkins just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers.
Justin Herbert
Scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Chargers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A handoff running left is Mostert.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Looking to pass. Tua.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
That he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua.
Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Cedric Wilson, 60 yards.
And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for two.
Tua going to try and throw for it.
And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third and 2, Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here we go on fourth. Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. A gain of 3, second down. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked at the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They still